Some bird whispered to me that there was some TikTok issues you were involved in as you prepared to play the role Detor.
Oh yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
what happened?
I had to go and twerk. And how do you say that word?
Twirl.
To twirl the rod. You know, I would practice several times. Sometimes I would do it. I hurt myself.
Because I grew up on action films. From the Terminator to the Blood Sport to...
Did they use your voice for that I Will Be Back?
No, they didn't.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Detor Conversation. My name is Solomon Fixino, and I play the role of Badu in Detor, The Rise of a Warrior Hunter. So I'm privileged to be having this conversation with the lead actor of the film, Brian Angels, who played Detor, and he's here with me. So ladies and gentlemen, please, Brian Angels.
Thank you for having me.
The pleasure is mine. Now, first of all, let me congratulate you on the premiere of your new movie, Evo. I mean, your performance and that of Sika were very spectacular. I mean, tell me, how did you feel when you came to the premiere and you saw the love?
Thank you very much for those kind words. For us as artists, I mean, when we create something, is when people enjoy it and when we see that they love what we do, and that's what gives us satisfaction. So for people to come there, see the movie and enjoy the story, that's all. That is life to us. So it's exciting.
Awesome. Now, let's just delve deep into Detor right now. I mean, you've worked with Mark before on Captain's Corner, and this movie has received a lot of nominations across the world from film festivals, and I had the privilege of seeing it, and it was an amazing movie. How was the feeling like when you got a call? I don't know whether it was a call or a text message from Mark that, I mean, all this while Mark has been doing short films, and now he says that I'm going to do a feature movie, and I'm going to do it about somebody who we all don't know about, we don't know much about, who is Detor, and you are the one going to play Detor. What was the feeling like?
Well, I'm still trying to think about that moment and how. First of all, I've known Mark for a while now, but not like working with him. I follow him, and when he first did the unit, I had some friends who were in the unit, and I should have been in this movie, and so I was hoping that next time I'll get opportunity to work with Mark. It was at the multi-choice office when I saw Mark with the producer Richlove. We're having conversation. Mark asked Richlove, have you told him? Told me what? About the project. And Mark was like, seeing me in person, he realized that no, I'm the guy. You don't know how that news excites me. But I was just acting cool, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But inside me, look, I was screaming. I couldn't wait to see the script. He said he was going to email me the script, and when I finally got the script, to be playing a big part in a movie, which is as big as Detor, and to be playing the title character, it's something else. I mean, this is what I want to do. I want such challenges. I want to be able to prove that I can do it.
Yeah.
So it was exciting to get a script and read a script. In fact, when I read the first time, it took me maybe under 2 hours or so to read a script, because it was a one sitting. I read everything, because I had to give feedback to say, yo, Charlie.
Yeah.
I was already in. I was already in.
Yeah.
Whether or not, I was already in.
Yeah.
So it was really exciting. It's one of the days I will not forget in my life.
Let me just take you back to multi-choice for one moment. Before that meeting, before that opportune meeting, have you worked on Captain's Corner already?
No. Okay. So Captain's Corner was, we made Captain's Corner, as how do I say, is Mark's way of familiarizing with the cast and crew, because he wanted to try some new ways of doing things, and he wanted to try that with us, which is, people don't usually do that.
Yeah.
But he was like, okay, I'm going to use this camera. I want to see how it works. I've got these new lenses. I want to try them and then see how the crew work. I'm going to be working with this guy for the first time. Let me see how this guy works. So that is how come we made Captain's Corner. And then it became, I don't know if he knew that it was going to be such a massive success, but, it was.
So Detor, Captain's Corner was like a foundation for Detor to be built. That's awesome. Okay, now, I want to know from you, you had expectations when you got the script. You had expectation when principal photography started. When we finished shooting, you had an expectation for the outcome. What was your first reaction when you saw the teaser?
Okay. I'm going to say this because I told Mark before, told him, he said, trust me, he said, trust me, we're going to do it.
Why did he say trust you? Were you having doubt?
Not like I was having doubt, but, it's just like, I'm used to a certain kind of filmmaking or a certain kind of script, so when I saw this one, the way it was, even though it's exciting, the story, it was exciting to me, but I just feel like there are elements in there, not ambitious in that sense. Yeah, that's one, but I trust him to be able to deliver that because, having conversation with him, I had no doubt that this guy would be able to achieve this. But then it was the story. There was certain element that I was looking for, and then I would go back to him. I go back and forth with him several times, and then he would tell me, look, Brian, trust me, we've got this. And I'm like, okay. So even when we're filming, when I got on set, I realized that some of the things that were, the way that it was written in the script, because he's a director, it's all in his head, he knows what he's going to do, So when I was beginning to see the filming process, okay, this is what this is about, cool, And then when I saw the teaser, I think the first time I saw the teaser was in the Oyarifa Mall. Yeah, I think so. When I saw it, I was like, whoa.
Which one? The very first? There were two teasers.
That was the first.
The first one, not the one with the voice.
No. That was the very first one.
The very first one.
It was a very short teaser like that. And I saw like, wow, I want to see this movie. I want to see this movie. Yeah. Not because I'm in, but, okay. That's when I realized that, Charlie, we don't go joke for the village there. Yeah.
Okay, so let's build it on. When we had a read-through at MK's office, I made a statement that many a time, from page to screen, things becomes totally different. So, it's a wonderful script. But now for me, I thought it was an ambitious venture, to be honest. So I was really thinking about how he was going to achieve that. And, I didn't know Mark. So, I asked Mark, if Mark will remember, I asked him a question. So he actually gave, he talked about himself, what he's done, the project that he's been involved in. So when I saw the teaser, goodness me, I was blown away. Because when I got on set and I saw the work that was being put in, my prayers was that it was going to come out well. Because I knew how invested Mark was in the project and all the crew that he was working with. So when I saw the first teaser, I'm like, this is not something that I have seen in our industry circle being done. All the effects, all the sound, all the elements just come together to be good. Now let's talk about the second teaser.
Before the
Yeah, before that, you remember that one. I mean, that was the one that really did it for me. So me, I was not even interested in any trailer coming, trailer 1, trailer 2. You know, Mark is very meticulous planner. He's planned all the promotional stuff. Right. But when I saw the one, then the voice was like, oh my goodness.
There was a time before the time of old when the gods spoke in silence and the forests shook in stillness. The time before the conjuring of stools, before the planting of swords. Even before the porcupines had a voice. That was the time warriors arose.
The ending of this teaser did it for me.
Of Omega Detor.
So when I saw this one, I was not interested in whether a trailer was going to come out or not. This just did it for me. Yeah. So yeah, I throw it back to you. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I saw this, I was like, I want to see this movie. You know, I like genuinely, I would want to see this movie. That's how it was for me.
Yeah.
But what did you like about this trailer, the teaser?
I mean, I was blown away because many a time in our circles, we don't even get teasers before the official trailer comes out. The official trailer just comes out. There are no teasers, nothing that will heighten the expectation of people to want to see this. And the fact that everything was planned, you know, there was an artwork that they came out with saying that, okay, we are going to release this teaser this time on the YouTube channel. So yeah, I mean, when I saw the first teaser, I was expecting more. Because to be very honest, right from the audition, I had no expectation. Because it has become the sort of mindset I've set for myself. When I go to an audition, I'm done. I have no expectation whether I'll be called back or not. So when they called me back and we had the meeting, I've still been having doubts. I want to see how the thing is going to really come out. Because I read a script, I'm like, this is really good. So I had no expectation. So when I saw the first teaser, I remember I was sitting there with my wife and I stood up. So she was like, what's going on? Are you okay? I said, you have no idea what I'm watching right now. This is so good. So I was so happy. Now I was cool. So now it comes back to when he said, Mark said, trust me. Yeah. You remember we were there in the meeting when he said that, so I remember very well. So I'm like, okay, let's trust this guy. Then he dropped the second teaser and that made it for me. I'm like, okay, I want to see this film. So I was so happy, and I am so happy just seeing the kind of reception the movie is getting. I mean, we are yet to see it, but when you look at the promotional stuff being put out, this is new to us. We've not seen it. We've not seen a billboard rollout. We've not seen all these things, so it's just so great.
In recent times, this has been like the biggest, promoted movie in Ghana. Billboards everywhere, social media. It's even becoming annoying. Charlie,
we post every day.
Detor everywhere.
2 times.
But that's good, because if you make a good film like this without marketing, then it's useless.
Yeah.
But you talked about that you were still not sure about what was happening. So as to when we were filming that first scene, your scene was the first.
Yeah, to be sure. Yeah.
The director said the director is a big fan of yours, and he keeps talking about you, man. I'm even like, the thing is even annoying me. We just go somewhere and say, hey, that guy is fine. Those guys are good. But so up to that time, you still had doubt.
Yes, not like, too much. Because when I saw, one of the person I got to really love on the set was Kwame, the cinematographer. I mean, he just knows how to transform the simple word of instruction given to him by director into something magical. So because we are technical people, So I look at so many things. So when I began to see the framings and the sound man, the way he was working, the way the coordination on the set was going, I knew that no, these guys were up to something. But you cannot take the raw material for bargain. You need to see the outcome. And the surprising thing, I didn't even know that director was an editor. I didn't know that he's the one also editing the film.
A guy, if you give him the opportunity, he will do
everything
himself.
Maybe he's the Harry Lord of our generation. He will produce, he will direct, he will act, he will do everything.
You know what he says? When there's an issue, okay, there's a question, concern comes, and we talk about, okay, I'll talk to the writer and see what we can do about it. I'm like, come on, man, who wrote it? You're the one. You know?
I mean, we went to Joy FM for an interview, I think 2 days ago, and he was like, he was not trying to give credit to himself that he's the writer. And I said, but you wrote the story.
Be the alter ego.
Yeah. But let me come back to, you've seen yourself. We've not seen the entire movie. But you are one person I know you don't like watching yourself. How good did you look? Do you think that you look like the Detor we are going to watch? Do you look like the character? Just from the little that you've seen.
Nobody knows Detor. Okay, nobody has seen Detor. But in my mind, from what was written and in my understanding of Detor, I think I am the guy. You understand? I am that guy. Nobody in this world will be able to be a Detor better than me.
Yes,
in my mind, I'm the guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to say that. I mean, we gave 100%, even if there's more than 100%. We gave it all. Every crew, every actor gave their best, and we did our best. If you ask whether I look good, I mean, we all see differently, so, but I think we gave our best and I gave my best. Telling story-wise, I don't think you're going to be watching and say, oh, these people are not living truthfully in the moment. That you won't. But everybody will have the idea of what they think something should be. But in any case, we are the first people telling this story, like bringing this thing to life. So you cannot tell me you know a Detor somewhere. Which is, So Mark had a vision of the first Detor, and he saw me and said, "This is the guy." When he saw me, I wasn't dressed in a 16th century attire. I was in my Pierre Cardin, He saw me and said, "This is the guy," But a lot of work also went in. The makeup artist, the costume, to bring me to look this way. So for me, I think we did something. We tried. We gave our best.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say about the transformation. I mean, we need to give a lot of credit to Richlove, the production designer, costumier, cross person. I mean, most of the projects you don't look the same. You always look different, and I like the characterization aspect of you because you take that very seriously. And I remember when we got on set, your hair was looking different, but when they had to braid some places, put a costume on you, put those marks on you, you became totally different, and I think that they did an amazing
And
job.
about you, when I saw you, I'm like, I was laughing throughout. I said, okay, this guy.
See, look at Andrew. My most wanted. J. Dua.
The Kingsman.
Where are you going? What's happening here?
Wait, you know that when we were shooting Detor, he had pot belly. What happened to you?
I had to lose weight because, after we shot, I called Richlove and said, "Charlie, I want backstage, behind the scenes photos." And Richlove sent me a bunch of them. The first picture I saw was
Something must be done.
It was any of my pictures from then.
Right.
Charlie.
But right now, something must be done about you.
Why?
Oh yeah.
Transformation.
Yeah, of course.
Even so.
Of course.
Yeah, story for the ages.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Put the thing on. Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, I feel part of the.
Okay.
We are strapped up now.
Now we are set. Okay, so it's good to have you join us. We were just having a normal conversation about, our experience on set, right from, pre-production to shooting to where we are now. So I asked Brian some question. I want to take your view on it. What was your first reaction when you saw the teaser, the first and second one? The second one has your voice in it though. But did you see the video before the recording?
I need to get a feel of how the video would go. I didn't want to do the voiceover in a vacuum, so I asked for the footage, and then I saw it, and yeah, it was interesting.
So when you saw it, when we released it, and you saw it, the first teaser and the second teaser, what was your reaction like? Like your expectation before the filming and the expectation after when you saw it?
I knew it would be something impressive, so I wasn't really surprised or because I was like, with the mindset of the director and everybody involved, I'd seen the Captain's Corner, which they had done previously. So my expectations were already high. And then so when it came, it was more like a confirmation of, these people have put some work into it. It's exactly what I expected, and my standards were high. So I was satisfied.
Right, it's like I'm the only odd one out. I'm the one that was shaking a bit.
But your shake was a different kind of shake.
Like I was saying, we've seen from page to screen many a time it comes out not the way we expected.
What eased my fears in that regard was the fact that I had seen another work that they had done, and I liked what I saw. So that set the standard for me in my mind. If it had fallen short of that standard, I'd have called Mark and said, no, this one. What I saw you guys did before, I'm not seeing that level. So I was satisfied. I wasn't blown away because my standards were high. I was satisfied. Yes, what I pictured in my head, that's what I'm seeing.
Great. Now, before we went on Joy FM, I think 2 days ago, there was a revelation when we were having the conversation in the waiting room that you initially auditioned for Agokoli, right? And then you were called to play Jedwa. How did you take it?
I wasn't, because I was confident in my ability to play whatever role they threw at me. Let me tell you a story. I work with Uncle White, and I've worked with him for quite a number of years. There was a play we did called Gamesmen Play. You've seen the play?
Yes, I have. Yes.
And we read through the play, and then Uncle gave me the script. It had coach written on it. So I was supposed to play the coach. So I take the script home and begin to work on the character, coach. Then the following day, I get a call that Uncle says, you don't play the coach anymore, you are playing the assistant coach. So the assistant coach, the coach was a very upright man of integrity, so it showed in the characterization. It would have been an easier characterization because my structure and everything lends itself to playing that role. But now he says I should play the assistant coach, which is a very corrupt, sneaky, he likes to sow seeds of discord.
Like that.
So he comes and says this one says something about you. Then he comes and says this one says something about you. Or he will sing your praises in your face. Then when you turn your back, he will plot evil against. That's the kind of character it was. So it required that I change everything about me so I literally reduced my height. You saw the
yes, I saw that.
You saw how
different. Yes.
I looked.
Yeah, totally different.
My stature, everything had changed.
Yeah.
To fit into that role. Yes, so there have been significant. Anytime Uncle sees that you have a role easy, you throw something in there to make it more difficult for you. So when Mark, gave me that role, I was like, okay, I'm auditioning for this. So cool, let's see what I can do with this, and then we're off. So it didn't take me by surprise, or it didn't bother me at all. I've seen far worse where I'm coming from. Yeah.
But I like to say something that was encouraging was when I saw the cast. Like, I was privileged to not have taken part in the auditions, but I was following up who came there, like who are the people, because that's also very important to me. Who is the cast, And then I hear Andy was there, Sulu was there. I said, okay, yeah, those people, yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
So when finally when I met you guys on set, I'm like, okay, I'm in a good place, So it's not like there's something wrong with me. Because sometimes I tend to question myself a lot, like, this thing, are you sure this thing is okay? Like, when I see, okay, these guys, I'm not the only blind guy here. so that's cool.
Yeah.
So seeing you guys, the cast kind of also encouraged me.
But that was my first time working with you.
Yeah, this is the first time.
I was happy when we did a read-through and I saw the people that came for the read-through.
He wasn't there.
I couldn't be there. I think I was.
I mean, we saw some of the guys that will be involved in it, and I was really, really happy about the project. Tell me about your experience playing the role of Jedwa.
Playing the role of Jedwa was it was fairly business as usual. There was only one scene that I saw that was I felt would be my personal challenge as an actor.
Like in the script.
Okay. I saw the scene where Jedwa is going through a depression of sorts after doing what he had to do, and he was talking with his cousin, you can call him that, and that interaction. That interaction was the movie for me. Everything else was fairly easy, back and forth, blah blah blah. But that particular scene was where I had to dig deep, and I was dreading coming up to that scene because I knew as we were shooting, one day that scene will come up, and I'll have to play the role and hit that note emotionally. Yeah, so I have grown as an actor, but those scenes are always, no matter how seasoned you are, you always worry about that scene if you get the emotion, because you have to dig a bit deeper. We are good at anger, we are good at laughter, we are good at the surface emotion, but when you have to go below and really dig deep in some way. So, when he said action and we began to play the thing, and I was drinking water, which was supposed to be palm wine. Like it was palm wine.
We can't lie.
Yeah. And we got to that scene, and I was like, God, help me to hit this thing. And the lines came, and I realized that the emotions started coming up. I was like, yes, it is coming, it has come. Bah. I was so proud of myself.
Wow. Yeah.
I was telling my friends, Charlie, I did a scene today. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I was able to do it because that. And I know that because of that, I have grown. Because of that. Usually it's stage stuff, but I haven't done it for screen before. So I knew that in that moment, I had grown just a little bit as an actor, and I was very happy. So if you ask me about my experience, my mind always goes to that particular scene, and the challenge I had, and how I was able to grow from that challenge. That's on screen stuff I did on screen. Memories off screen, on set are also a different matter altogether. So if you ask me about that one too, I can tell you.
I think for me, Bedu, one of my challenging scene was, the actual final scene, I think, in the film, where some caricature comes to, slay me. That scene was very challenging for me because I need to turn and see this person, and this person is not there. They are using something to act like the person. So it was really challenging for me. just to
What
tell
did you have to imagine? Do you imagine? What did you?
So I imagine Brian coming after me. I imagine Detor coming after me. Yes, I just put in my mind the point in our scene where he just walked out, and I said you will not be back before sunset. You will not make it before sunset, and because you are a hunter warrior, I was afraid of what you would do. So all those while it was the image of Detor that was coming into my.
So you were scared?
No, I was scared.
Oh, I see.
No, I'm a rich man. I can only scheme. Physically, I'm not good. So that they'll use you. So I was really scared. But before I come to you about the process, there was one scene we shot, the fight scene. How was the process for you to that moment? You know, when we're shooting that scene, the sun was up, right?
Yeah.
And the place was so, full of sand and all that. How was it for you psychologically?
I was excited because one of the things I've always wanted to do is action. Mm-hmm. You know, if I could be known for any genre on screen, I would have loved it to be action. Because I want to get physically demanding roles where you do something, and because I grew up on action films, from the Terminator to the Bloodsport to Best of the Best to.
Did they use your voice for that? I Will Be Back?
No, they didn't. You know, so I've always in my mind wanted to play something like that. You know, and I love it when I have to get physical on screen. So I worked with my guy, and we choreographed something, and then we were off. I wasn't worried. I was excited. I was eager to get it done, eager to see what we could do. And I haven't seen that whole scene yet, but I'm really hoping that the way they position the camera, they'll get some really good angles. So I'm looking forward to seeing that scene. I was very excited.
Awesome. Some bird whispered to me that there was some TikTok issues you were involved in as you prepared to play the role Detor.
Oh yeah.
Sir?
Yeah.
What happened?
I had to go and twerk. And
Hey.
we have to twerk with a how do you call it? Is it the sword, the pole, the bar? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, before we started, when Mark sent me the script, he began to send me some videos to prepare me, the sword. So I have to learn to, how do you say that word? To twirl the rod, So I started with this broom. This broom that I've been trying. Like, Charlie, this thing hard though. Mark will find me somebody make it train me, they send me videos. But so he's been sending a couple of those videos, like many of them, and then I would practice several times. I'll go out, practice several times at night because I don't want my neighbors to see me and wonder what's going on with this guy. Sometimes I hurt myself and I'll start like, you have to do this. I would do it several times, like hours, like 500 times, and then I was like, okay, I get it right, I'm going. Today you got it. So when I got on set, it's quite easy for me to do that. I felt very excited doing that.
Is there video of you hurting yourself?
No, I was. You see, the way I do my things, I don't like to be seen when I'm rehearsing. I don't want anybody to see me, like no family member, nobody. Yeah, that's how I like my thing. So I will wait. So sometimes it's difficult because you have to wait for everybody to be asleep or nobody's around, then you can do it, And then maybe it's just a dog. What's wrong with my boss today?
But yeah, in the trailer, it was very fluid.
Yeah,
the
way
it got my attention. Like, is this something? He practiced what he already knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mark.
You talked about your favorite scene in your personal interview, BTS interview on set. That you love the scene that you gave birth to the twins, Echechale and Achuchala. It was one of your favorite scenes. Let's put that aside. What will be the scene that you are looking forward to the most?
When Andy was talking about his, I knew that was coming. But I was thinking like, there are many, there are so many moments that I'm looking forward to. In fact, as I sit here now, I don't even remember like what is in there. I'll be, oh yeah, we shot this. But I think it would be the finale. Oh man, it was difficult. I have to jump and then, fight the thing, the creature.
Yeah.
And we have to do so many takes. We're not getting it right. And I saw, me, as an actor, for me, my job is to please the director. When the director is happy, I'm happy. Sorry the audience, but I don't really care about what the audience feel. I'm serving the director. Director said it's good, I'm happy. But, we're doing it, he wasn't getting what he wanted. So we're doing it several times. Sometimes we don't time the jump well. Sometimes it's the cameraman who doesn't get it well. And then he said, you know what? It's okay. We'll manage what. I was like, okay, how? I don't like it's okay. I want to hear it's great. We got it. This is what we want. Charlie, my spirit was kind of down. Then later on, he told me that, we got it the first day we had it. But he just wanted to try new things. Yeah.
Do you think he just said that to make you feel better?
No, but on that day, if you ain't go carry the blame. If you go carry the blame now. Yeah, but I think I trust him. He said he got it. He told me he got it the first time. But just that he wanted options, and he thought he could get something else back then.
Yeah.
So that scene, I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. Because I saw the running towards that. I saw that run. In the teaser or the trailer. I saw him like, whoa, I can't wait to see how it.
Yeah. I love my scene with you and Aga. I love that scene. Just that they didn't give me the opportunity to drink most of the palm wine that they provided on set. They were keeping some for other scenes. That was so unfair to Badu and Aga. But that scene was really wonderful. Let's come to the director.
No, hold on. Before the director, what were some of your the most difficult part for you playing?
I think I told it. Yeah, that was the final scene actually. The one that that creature that you were also battling to kill came to slay me. Because realize that when you came back, I was dead. When you came back to come and arrest us, fight with us, we were already slain. So that scene was very difficult for me because I needed a figure that can actually give me the motivation to react, give the appropriate reaction. So now I imagined you coming. It was when you came, the first scene I filmed with you, and then you went back. So I imagined you coming because you walked behind me and you came to stand at my right hand side and you were yabbing rubbish, excuse me to say. So yeah, I imagined that you're coming, and I imagine you going, and I said that you will not make it before sunset. So I'm like, okay, I said this guy will not make it before sunset. Why is he here? So I'm like, okay, if this guy is standing, because when you came, you were in your warrior regalia, you were ready to. I'm like, okay, that's the end for me. That was the end for me. So that motivated me. It was a difficult scene for me to actually shoot. And yes, Mark also said the same thing for me. Oh, we got it in this take. That's why I was asking you, was it just, and that's one thing I love about him. There is a way he makes you feel comfortable, even if you are not. To know that, okay, because sometimes you think you're not doing well, but the person looking at you saying that. So yeah, your favorite, let's talk about the director. Like, how was the experience for you working with him?
I was pleasantly surprised by his temperament.
I hate the fact that I understand this thing you just said.
Yeah, because you've seen some.
No. Yeah, so I'm going to ask. So, what do you mean? What do you mean exactly?
You work with a lot of directors, and a lot of them, they've come to work. And so they are sometimes a bit. Should I say strict? I won't say strict, but a bit
inconsiderate,
sensitive. a bit passionate.
Okay.
When it comes to certain things, and sometimes they are irritable sometimes. You know, especially when things get stressful. So sometimes they may not display at you, at the actor, but sometimes somebody has done something wrong, and then you see the way they come at the person, and it dissipates a certain energy throughout the set, and all of a sudden you wish you weren't there, that kind of thing, you know. And that's how they work. You get used to it, and you move, you know. And there are various levels of that, depending on who you work with. But he came to the thing like an excited kid, you know, eager to do, you know, and he always had a smile on his face. Oh, this is nice, you know, because I like working in an environment where, you know, I enjoying where I am. So even if money is not good, not say that money wasn't good with this, but even if money is not good, let the experience be good. But when the money is not good, and you also had a terrible time on set,
Charlie. It tends to work. It's like work now.
Yeah. So it was a lot of the times it was his energy that, you know, rubbed off on me. That you know it was almost as if he was doing this for the very first time, and he's finally gotten the chance to live his dream. You know, that was the kind of vibe I was getting. So even when things were going wrong, it's still like, this is part of the thing. I'm happy. Okay. You know, there's no power. Whoa! Let's go look for power. Yeah. The accommodation issue. Oh, okay. Let's go and sort it out. Okay. Yeah. Even when he sprained his ankle. So I went there. Mark had his leg on the thing. I was like, look what happened. I was on an adventure.
I mean, I love Mark for one thing. You know, this is a collaborative act, and many a time I've always complained about this, where you get on set and you've not even had any conversation with the director. You know, you don't know what he's expecting. He doesn't know what you can also bring to the role. It's just about, this is what I want you to do. And when you ask a question, the thing that will come out is, but you're an actor. Just act. But one thing I love about Mark is that there were conversations. You know, let's talk about the role. Let's talk about what's comfortable for you and what's not. So I love that about him, that at least we get to all be on the same page, so that when we are creating, it's not just one person that is just having the entire, what do we call it, a matching stick. When he throws it here, we are all moving. When he throws it here, we are all moving. And I like the fact that he creatively compromised. The reason I'm saying creatively, he will not compromise to destroy what he wants to do. He will only compromise when it fits into what he wants to tell, because he already has his cards in mind before he comes on the set. And two, I love his man management skill. I mean, the first time I was going to set, he was supposed to pick me at Reese Junction, but he passed. So I called him, he said, oh, you are back? Okay, I'm coming back to pick. It's like, it was not a problem for him to just come and do that. When I was coming, like, look at the time sometimes we close, he came to drop me at my house. And always concerned about you, how you doing, how you feeling on set and all that. So yeah. It's not just about let's come and shoot. He thinks about you and your welfare too as well. So that's really great. Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, I think you guys, you've said so much, and Mark is a human being, you know, and that's as much as I can say that it really doesn't matter that he's a human being or not. Some directors are like, if it's about the work, it's about the work. But Mark is a human being first. And that I love about him. And then it is the love for the thing that he's doing, the passion, like you mentioned. That's like you want to kill yourself for him, you know, that kind of thing. So the first day on set, when I came, I was tensed because we hadn't ironed out certain issues. Because for me, I like to be sure about certain choices before I come. For example, it's English. We're speaking English, but what kind of English are we speaking? Because if I decide to go this way and speaking this way and nobody else is speaking that way, then what is it? So I was still trying to figure out, what should be, but he's giving me that choice. So it was difficult for him. But when I saw him the first day, the way that the guy was excited and everything, like, Charlie, we've got to do this for this guy. Like I told you, for me, I'm serving the director, and for him, it's so easy to do. Yeah, so Mark, keep it up. What you were doing, we say this behind your back, but it's also a bit of a problem when everybody's just speaking nicely about you. It's like, like everybody's talking good about the guy,
Yeah.
Mark this, Mark that, Mark this, but keep it up. That's good. People who say that you cannot keep doing this for long, so the industry will wear you out, you will give up. But I want to encourage you to continue being yourself. This is what we need. This is how the industry can thrive. This is how we can all grow together. So keep doing that. And you need this support. This is why, see, this film, just come and see it for Mark because of the passion, the all the things that he's put into this. Just come and see this movie for him. Okay?
Yeah. And I like the fact that I told him to his face that I like the way he conducted himself as director. He created a good atmosphere for the actors. The energy was good, always good vibes, and all that. We sit down together, we talk, we laugh and all that. It's good. Yeah, we can't have it with everybody, but at least with him, it was good. So when I hear another project about that he's doing, and he says he wants me to, I won't cringe. I was like, let's do it. And it's always that feeling matters even more than the money sometimes. Yes. So it's always good to have the good vibe. And I pray that this industry, if you can call it that, will not jade him and make him that can. You know what I'm talking about.
See, I'm not going to mention the actor's name here, but I was having a conversation with another actor on a different set about Mark, and he was like, the guy's like, wow, I already respect the guy, even though I don't know him. I've not met him, but he has my respect.
All right, awesome. Now, before we wrap this up, how impressed are you about the promotion of this film?
Wow, I am very impressed. I've seen something similar before, but I haven't seen it quite to this level and this extent. To the point where people are like, "Hey, now why is that?" That kind of thing. Whether you are complaining or not, at least you know the movie.
It's always in your face.
And within this period of time, billboards are springing up. Within this period of time, this kind of content is going out. Within this period of time, and all that, people are being made aware of it every step of the way. I think it's very impressive. I like the deliberate, you don't, because of the way things are, you don't really associate this level of deliberate planning and execution with our industry. Too many things are haphazard sometimes, and things happen, and it's like we are just stumbling along. So it's refreshing to see a certain level of deliberate planning and execution that is going on. You said this will happen at this time, it is happening at this time. Okay, next week we are doing this and it is happening. The next 2 weeks after this we are doing this and it's happening. And it's very refreshing. So I'm very, very impressed. If God forbid people don't come and watch this movie, it won't be because of it is from somewhere.
It is from somewhere, yes. I mean, we have to credit his team. I mean, Organized Chaos. I mean, he's got an amazing team. I mean, the work they are doing behind the scenes with promotion is mind-blowing. Like you're saying, we've not really seen. I mean, even the billboard rolled out was filmed. You can see that this thing has been, they've used, what do we call, you say you came here with what? With drone. I mean, they did drone shots, made sure that everything was well edited to roll it out there. And we also have to thank, Dreamline for, helping to roll out the billboard, and also V-Tickets for helping with the ticketing. Now, how excited are you about the premiere of this film? I am so excited. I can't wait for 21st to come. Yes, I want to see the film.
I'm very excited.
I want to see the film.
I am very excited. As you guys know, I started from stage side, so this is still part of my move to screen acting. Yeah. And I haven't had many starring roles. A lot of the roles have been, especially in the series, minor character here and there. So this is one of the few films where I've had the opportunity to do some heavy lifting in the movie as an actor. So I'm very excited about that. It marks my second. This will probably be my second starring role in a movie ever. Okay. So it's very exciting to know that for me personally, and I'm excited for the reaction of Ghanaians who come to see it. I really want to see what people will say. Because even like I said, I don't know the full how the movie goes from beginning.
Yeah, I mean all of us. Yeah. And Mark has refused to show it to us.
So we don't know exactly how the story will go, the winding and all that. I'm never seeing it because I don't like watching myself.
You're like Brian.
Yeah, I'll never see it, especially that crying scene that I did. If I had the chance, I'll walk out and do it. So I'm partly, yeah. So anyway, I'm excited for people to see it. I'm excited to see and hear how people will react. I wish we would even film people's coming out their fresh reaction, as many of them as possible, so that people will get. It won't be. They won't have time to think about it. Then you hit them with the they say their fresh reaction.
That's something.
I know there was a rollout that was done with the ladies from the diaspora when they went to see it at the Ozone Cinema. That really made my excitement go up. I mean, they were very excited about the film. But Brian, how excited are you?
Charlie, it's like Christmas in March. Christmas in March. I don't really. How do I say? I'm not too excited about things. Maybe I just try to keep it inside. But I'm very, very happy about this thing. Like, I can't wait. And then the reaction, people tell me, like, I can't wait to see this movie. Sometimes I post in somebody, I can't wait for Detor. Sometimes, you're excited, but also it scares you a bit. Yes. So a lot of people have reached out to me, and myself, I can't wait to see the movie for the first time. I don't like watching myself, but I think this one I'll try to watch it. I'll try to watch it. And a lot of people have reached out to me, that they want to come and see it. Even what excites me most is you would think these epic movies are for the older people, but young people have reached out to me, like very excited that they want to see this film. So it's going to be. Yeah, we forgot to talk about the little boys in the film, man. The little kids.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't even have words, but I'm so excited. I can't wait for Detor. 21st March.
I think the galaxy of stars that we have in this movie, the blend of the old experience, the new experience, and the upcoming that we just blend.
Like me.
Oh no, you can't be upcoming. That blend into this whole production is crazy. So yes, guys, I mean the details is going to be put on the screen for you, but it's premiering on the 21st of March. Please don't forget.
21st of March.
21st
at 7:30 p.m. And then that will be the premiere. That will be where the fireworks and the special effects. And I hear Mark is planning something interesting.
I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
It's full of surprises.
Yeah, he's planning some. So you'll be there, and maybe some spirit will come and serve you palm wine.
There shouldn't be the spirit of Jedwa. Jedwa must die forever.
This one will be spirits shaped like females.
Oh, then I want.
Yeah, with their cloth and all that, and serving you palm wine.
Yeah.
So on the 21st, that's the premiere. That's where all the the glitz and glam will happen. Then on the 22nd, it shows again 4:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. And then on the 23rd, it shows at 2 p.m., 4:30 p.m. and 7:30 p.m.
Awesome.
Then after that, if you miss all the glitz and glamour, you miss all the encomiums and all that, Ozone Cinema. Ozone Cinema for the 24th, Oyarifa. Ozone Cinema from the 24th, it just shows, it will show, as they say,
Indefinitely.
from 24th to So, if you want to watch it again, I suspect a lot of people will want to watch it again. If you want to watch it again with other people and you missed all the previous dates on the 24th, Ozone Cinema Oyarifa, please go check it out.
All right, so I mean, you've heard it from Andrew. Those are the showing days and the premiere days and times. And the tickets, I mean, we'll put a short code on the screen so that you can just key in and also. But we'll be doing a special ticket rollouts where you can go to the places that we are going to put across so that you can go get your tickets. So yeah, this has been an awesome interaction and an interesting conversation with Andrew, who played Jedwa in the film, and also Brian, who played Detor, and myself, Solomon, who played Kwadwo. We can't wait to see you on 21st. It's Detor, the rise of the world.